Hello, my name is Chris Tisch and I'm the Assistant Dean for Student and Alumni Affairs in the college. I'm going to be talking today about student citizenship and ethics in the College of Public Health. Students often ask me what role they can play in college governance and how they can be involved in the college. This is a great question, and it's one I'm always happy to hear because it means that students want to engage in the life and activities of the college and that they understand that their feedback is important. So let's talk about how students can have a voice. What is the student's role in college governance? First of all colleges have a number of committees, and we are no different. Often we need student representation on those committees because we value the student perspective. These committees often are focused on various aspects of the educational, the service, or the research missions of the college. When student spots open up on a committee, I will send an email to students explaining what the committee charge is and solicit interest in membership on the committee. Our face-to-face graduate students are expected to complete an annual progress report on which they are asked to describe their progress in the program and to delineate any issues they may be having. Their section faculty review the progress reports and make changes in programs, suggest next steps to students, etc. All University of Arizona students are given an opportunity to evaluate all courses and the instructors of those courses. It is important for students to provide constructive feedback about their courses and instructors so that the instructor has the opportunity to make changes that will improve the course content, the objectives, and the course delivery. You never know when you might have the same instructor again and may benefit from your own prior feedback. The college requires all graduates to complete an exit survey as part of graduation requirements. This provides the college with a recurring mechanism for evaluating its effectiveness in many areas, and this student input is invaluable to continuous improvement and to the accreditation process. Finally, occasionally we poll our students about issues that come up throughout the year, and again, it is important for us to hear what students are thinking and experiencing in our programs. Let's now talk about University of Arizona codes and policies that affect students in all of our programs. There are a number of them, and I'll briefly review them. It is, however, the student's responsibility to become familiar with these codes, so please go to the University of Arizona website to review them in further detail. First, we have the University Student Code of Conduct. Basically, this policy sets the stage for the educational process to be conducted in an environment that encourages an exchange of ideas, intellectual honesty, openness to change, and respect for the rights of all individuals. The policy on disruptive behavior in an instructional setting is intended to promote a teaching and learning environment free from material and substantial classroom disruptions. Faculty members and teaching staff have the authority and the responsibility to effectively manage their classroom environments. This policy is intended to promote respectful interactions. The policy on threatening behavior by students is aimed at promoting a safe environment where students and employees may participate in the educational process without compromising their health, safety, or welfare. Now let's talk about the Academic Integrity Code of Conduct, which seems to provide more challenges for students than the other policies and codes. Violations of the Academic Integrity Code can result in loss of credit, grade reduction, or dismissal from the program. Now, obviously, integrity is expected of every student in all academic work. The guiding principle of academic integrity is that a student's submitted work must be the student's own. We generally think of academic dishonesty as consisting of 5 basic categories, and they are, first, cheating, which would be taking materials into an exam that you're not supposed to use, or getting a copy of a test, maybe altering an assignment and asking it to be regraded would be another example of cheating. Second is fabricating information. So what does this mean? Well, altering data or presenting results from research that was not performed, crediting source materials that was not used for research. Then we have plagiarism. Generally, plagiarism is seen as submitting work that is not your own, paraphrasing without acknowledging sources. Lack of knowledge of how to properly cite seems to be the biggest reason for a plagiarism problem, so take some time to brush up on the rules. Multiple submissions. Students who turn in the same work in multiple classes is not allowed. Sometimes you hear this referred to as self-plagiarism. And finally, the fifth category, facilitating academic dishonesty, which would be where you would help others to cheat in any way, or take a test for someone, allow someone to copy from your paper, things like that. It is important to understand what each instructor expects of students in his or her class. Instructors have different thresholds in terms of how much text can be quoted and how much information can be similar to another source. Again, since the instructor is the person who determines whether there has been a breach of academic integrity and who determines sanctions for violations, it is important to understand their expectations as you begin each class. There are many sites and sources of information about plagiarism out there. We encourage all students to take the time to refresh their knowledge about paraphrasing, quoting, and citing. One of the sites that we have found particularly useful is Purdue University's OWL, or Online Writing Laboratory. Finally, the college has established matriculation and progress standards for students in its programs and certificate programs. These matriculation standards have been written to identify the skills and behaviors that are expected of students admitted to our programs in the College of Public Health. This information will be available to all students prior to the matriculation in the program to which they've been admitted. Now there you have it, student citizenship and ethics in the College of Public Health. Thank you.